Archer is just my type.
Bodoni is just my type.
Times New Roman is just my type.
Georgia is just my type because it is a serif font that is elegant and legible. It also reminds me of the song Georgia on My Mind by Ray Charles.
Candera is just my type.
On Baskerville, Gotham, Futura, those were just, you knew they were good, and that's why you would use them.
Dido is just my type.
Armand is just my type.
Comic Sans is just my type.
The font I like is Bembo.
Bembo is just my type. But I also really like Futura, and I love Garamond.
Albertus is just my type. And I think it might be one of the author's favorites as well, so I hope I'm not stealing his thunder here.
Hi, I'm Bill Schenker, and I'm the publisher of Gotham Books, and Gotham is just my type. I like it because it's sans serif, and it's strong and authoritative, sort of austere, and I think powerful.
My favorite font changes with my mood. Last week, Arial was just my type. It's straightforward and businesslike. But sorry, Arial, I've moved on. This week, Garamond is just my type. I like that it's one of the world's oldest fonts, yet it still manages to look unique and to stand out.
Arial is just my type. People think that it's a ripoff of Helvetica, that Bill Gates, when designing Microsoft, didn't want to use Helvetica because it was too expensive. So he just created Arial as a cheap knockoff. So it's kind of like the Chinatown Louis Vuitton purse of the font world, and I think that's great.
Kurt Cisa, director of the font documentary Type Matters. My favorite font is Bembo.
Calibri is my favorite font because it's clean, it's simple, and it's elegant.
I like Georgia because it's professional without quite being Times New Roman.
I couldn't live without Courier New in college because it was the biggest font and it used to extend my papers.
I'm passionate about fonts because sometimes I think computer screens can take away a little bit of your personality. And through using different fonts, I think you can get across your meaning much better and in a more unique way.
I just find it fascinating to see all the different ways a letter can be represented.
Typography essentially is what language looks like, and I don't think there's anything cooler than that.
It makes visual language just as expressive as spoken or written language. Can you imagine if everything was set in Comic Sans, how much that would suck?
The font that I could really do without is Comic Sans.
I mean, why does Wingdings exist?
Arial is a little played out, frankly.
I think every designer has a little bit of a grudge against papyrus.
I love fonts.
Type makes reading worthwhile.
If you think of a world without fonts or just one font for everything, it would be a really boring place.
You should definitely read the book. It's a lot of fun.